All right, what it do, fellas? We are back, and apologize, we're a little late. Girls are no longer, at least my oldest is no longer in school, so mom's not made her stick to a strict curfew. All right, let's see. Let's get over to the battleground and try to do it. I did finally I looked at what I was missing from last night, and I realized that I didn't have my 2 set for the Terra Rift Essence, so I really wasn't actually proccing my chip of the Stone Flesh, and that matters quite a bit for dealing good damage. If you've got a chip, it's as long as you can proc it, it's going to do real good. If you can't, then
at least you are not.
It is a useless piece for you. Let's see, PvP. But if you can, things mean. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to your channel. Let's go to YouTube Music. Oh, they don't want bubble? Alright, let's heal up. Oh my gosh. I just rotted out. I should have bubbled, I guess. We're still making good push though. Yeah. Just getting rotted away. Heck yeah. Who I got in the middle of that? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cold. Oh, ice got me there. Oh, I got him back though. I don't have very long to finish claiming all that. What are these? The 5 shots that. Okay, everybody go on this other side. Let's go, let's go. Ooh. All right. GG, huh? Now looks like we've got a group for Verge. I'm gonna do some of my dailies or my weekly stuff, so that I'm not having to put it all together on Sunday, unless there's free to play PvP. Where is...
Meganathan said GG last BG Satyr is pretty strong now.
Yeah, Satyr is real strong right now. Especially if you stack it up with a lot of good potency and have the right sets and essences. Yeah, no, she's real mean. It's dealing one of the highest damage outputs right now. But they're similar to like what a necromancer's power comes from. A lot of it popping the dots. And Crusader's essentially the same style of it completely.
Meganathan said you have judgment.
Yeah. You got Judgment, Condemn, and Falling Sword plus Conjuration of Light. That's like the PvP one. So they came out with an essence on the shoulder for Judgment that just consistently rains down fire. I have a 4/4 Judgment. Now I have a 3/4 Judgment. Sorry. You obviously know what it means for it. I didn't read what you said. This is my PvE build. I hate doing these verges, but you gotta get them done sometime in the week. Too many free gems. Quit following me, dude. We gotta split up. But I realized what I was messing with, messed up with last night. I was having so much trouble getting kills. I didn't have my set on where I was only like rocking like one piece of it, and you really don't notice the stun ever happening until you at least got about a 2. And then I started noticing my chip started proccing a lot more tonight.
Meganathan said yeah, messed up sets will do that.
Oh, we did get it. Perfect. I was like, are we going to have enough to have 2,000 score? I don't know. I just kept looking last night. I was like, am I auxiliating over something I shouldn't be? Or is something like off? I just couldn't really get the pop that I was accustomed to. And sure enough, literally right after I like logged off, I looked in my bag and my other piece of judgment was sitting in there, and I was like, that's why. I'm not proccing any of my Chippendale flesh. I do. If you have a chip and you can make it proc, man, she's mean. Alright, we got the score. We have 8 monster cores. Okay. them. We'll finish them out. Just keep going. I'm not going to get a full run of this one. All right.
Flag I've read. Said, hey man, do you recommend any stocks?
So I recommend any stocks. I'll be honest, I don't play the stocks that much for it. Now I do a bunch of like real estate. I mean, granted, buying property that you don't have to manage too much and can rent out. It's great money making right there. I guess I just like, I don't know, I've thought about the stocks for it, but I just don't keep up with them enough to like, I guess we're gonna worry about the like fluctuation of if it's doing well or not. I feel like at least in real estate, I've got a little more control of like what my money's doing.
Sabra. Said, hey Krog, how is it going this evening?
How are you? Doing well. Oh, having to do these weeklies. It's just the part of the cause for it. Not the most fun part of it, but it is a necessary evil.
Sabra. Said, I'm doing pretty good, got my white wings today, finally only took years LMAO.
Congrats.
Flag I've read.
Oh, I'm done
Said,
here.
don't you need a lot of money for real estate?
Not overly necessarily. You just need to like, I mean, granted, the cheaper of the place that you buy, of course, the more that you're gonna have to probably fix it up, right? So that's going to require a lot more portion of it. So I would say, yeah, if you're going to like go into buying something that's more already maintained and kept, it can't cost a little bit more for it. I get it. The stock's definitely, you don't have to invest as much to it. But it's more or less, say you find a place that's for sale that's decently, I mean, granted, these are more expensive ones, it's like at least more recently done. If you buy anything of like around lake property, you know that basically most of the days out of the year she's going to be filled up with people going to the lake and that kind of stuff. Now that one, it was more of a fixer-upper for it. We had to put a dock on it and make it where like somebody that had a boat or wanted to rent a boat could use it there. It like drastically, I mean, then you can rent it out for about, you can rent it out almost like a few thousand every like for every weekend. You can actually keep it rented out most of the week. Really just depends on how much you try to like advertise it out there.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said hello Krog live.
What up, woman? Where's that boss at? There she is. I was like, where's the thing at?
Sabra. Said once I get up to speed again I'll try out that PvP build in the YouTube video.
Cool. You can be working on trying to get the sets and of course doing your verges and that kind of stuff to get those secondary stats.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said wanna hear a banger.
I'm probably not going to play it live here for it because this stupid slow elevator music is even like now a few of the songs that I got put on my other one are catching copyright things for it. So this is YouTube's DMSR DMCA 12 hours worth of just crap beat. But I put something in the background, so I need to find maybe something better, but
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said 2 Chainz feds watching.
that's a good one. Be fine as hell with some feds watch. Be fine as hell with some feds watch.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said did you finish The Last of Us show?
We have not yet. I haven't like actually watched any of the spoiler portions of it, but all I've seen on some reels where I guess people were really displeased with the season finale. but I kind of like would skip over that pretty quickly, just because I didn't want to know what had happened. I mean, granted, like I know what's supposed to happen, I guess, in the story of this game. I mean, I haven't played it, but I've seen clips of it before.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said that's what I heard too.
You got NBA Finals to be watching right now. You ain't got no time for no Last of Us.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said yeah, I guess it's going to be Thunder vs Pacers.
It'd be a shame if the old Thunder choked it out here.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said I think it's going 7 games.
I can see that. I mean, like, man, I can't believe that Anthony Edwards missed that free throw the other night. Like, that would have like sealed it for him right there, or at least put it back in another more overtime. And Thunder don't seem to like play as dominated in the overtime portions of it as they do during the first and second half.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said it was on purpose, buddy.
Why would he lose it on purpose? I don't feel like that.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said they were down by 2. If he made, they would still be down by 1. Hopper. Said any idea which class or what gems are causing complete loss of control in BG for like seconds? Character just stands there unresponsive. It's so annoying. Let's see. So, whenever you're being CC'd, is there any other animation that's going on, or are you just like totally down right there? Hopper. Said nope, just stop in place and can't do shit, lol.
Okay. It most likely is just maybe either your lack of resistance that you have. Where the hell am I looking for? Oh, those.
Hopper. Said I'm thinking it's either a satyr or a BK skill essence.
I mean, like, if a satyr's putting his yellow aura over you, they definitely could be a judgment stun. I mean, there's a lot of stuns that really people can be doing on you, so that's where it really is. Now there are things that you can do to help like reduce that for yourself. Like I said, stacking a lot of resistance. Stacking a lot of resistance. Going into your Paragon, you can pick Brawl, or you can go run an all Brawler of that one to actually reduce a lot of the cooldown, or a lot of the CC. Gladiator has it as well that way.
Hopper. Said I mean I like using a Crusader.
Okay. I mean, that's another thing that, like, I guess I struggle with a lot, too, is, like, I've taken off every resistance gem I have, and I have, like, little to none, so I'm gonna get stuck, like, 9 out of 10 times. Like, I know that, like, somebody's gonna just hold me still. And that's kind of just where I've just built more of, like, a glass cannon style. Like, I know I'm gonna get stuck, and I'm gonna die there, but if I can put my ring around you.
Shows no like skill effect aura. I just end up getting stopped in place and character 1T move like game don't respawn or anything for seconds. Haven 2 ran into this issue until past weeks.
I mean, there's so many things that it could be. Like, there's always a little bit of animation of something, and that's where, like, I would just have to see exactly what animation was happening to you. I mean, it could also be like a. It almost sounds like it's like you got like a Phoenix Ash or something like auxiliated on. But it also could be like, I mean, like I said, it really just depends on what animations are going on around you. I mean,
said yeah, I figured I'd ask just in case you knew. Haha, I'm stumped.
No, I mean, like it's.
Said, but the damage is not equivalent.
So the damage isn't happening. It's just you're just stuck there.
Hopper. Said yet.
Oh, I'm not able to make that.
Hopper. Said I just don't know what to do.
If you can, next time either can you take a screen recording or like, I mean, honestly, if you even want to just jump in Discord one night and play your Battlegrounds or so, I can, and then you can point it out or so I can see it. I guess I have to just see it and then I would know what's happening. I mean, like, I don't know which classes are around you. I don't know what, There's nothing that just like doesn't stun you, doesn't give you some animation.
Hopper. Said yeah, let us hop on Discord right now.
Okay. Alright, I joined my Discord.
Hopper. Said that S not me, someone is trolling. Hopper. Said WTF.
That sounds like a lemon thing, honestly. I do have a stream troll, so that is not unheard of, I guess. I'm glad you said something though.
Hopper. Said the guy that said yet is not me.
Alright, yeah, appreciate it.
Hopper. Said there SA imposter in channel bruh WTF. Hopper. Said WTF.
Other Hopper, knock it off or you're gonna get removed. Fake Hopper is what I'm talking to.
Hopper. Said yet I figured I'd ask just in case you knew, haha I'm stumped, ban that guy, that's not me. Hopper. Said I never said that. Hopper. Said you got some next level troll in your channel.
I'll get rid of him here in a second.
Said makes sure you ban the right one, lol.
Whoo, 2 seconds to spare. Oh shit, I didn't fix that, did I?
Hopper. Said I think he left.
this maze. I gotta get better at that one. That was dead. Again, I started looking at trying to like get rid of that one, but what was it? That's my fault. Oh.
brutal. Said Seth Krog.
What up, Brutal? How are you this evening? Trying to get my weekly crap done early. Just my luck, they'll have like a Winds of the Fortune or something going later. Which I guess I really don't need to waste it for just this.
It's brutal. Said pretty good, went from a game lose streak, went turned it around and gain over score tonight, haha.
I only got like 30 minutes actually Battlegrounds games, but I think I got 4 matches in. I won all 4, but so that was cool. Oh, I died. Got too close to that boss.
It's brutal. Said just run and open the chest and kill on the way out for castle.
Well, you don't really have to even kill on the way out, do you? You really just have to have like enough chest, right? Again, I haven't done that one that much to like fully know, but
It's brutal. Said I do chest runs.
see, like if I'm doing them by myself, I'll do chest runs, but if I got any bit of a group, I'll do these other ones, but oh.
It's brutal. Said just PPL max on castle from my testing.
Yeah, that's what I realized too, because we had like a group of 4 the other night, and then somebody was like, let's do this, and it was terrible. I was like, let's not do that anymore. So yeah, I do think it is like 1 to 2 is best for that.
It's brutal. Said just wins up PPL with all chest and PPL killing stuff.
This actually might be even more relaxing, honestly. It does suck whenever you like know you can't get enough score to make it happen, but I've only had it happen to me one time where like the thing started me almost like right at the end of where I needed to go, and I was like,
It's brutal.
what?
Said I really only do castle when pushing for big jump like level.
Oh, I'm screwed. I didn't even look at what score we had. It. 43. We're getting close. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Brutal, did you watch the showcase? What did you think? Speechless, you say? Speechless? Crazy. Thank you. That was a good run right there. She got potency and sapphires in that whole run.
It's brutal. Said I was good, maybe just show a little more gameplay. It's brutal. Said I was in dungeon, haha.
Yeah, I could see that. I guess really the showcase actually isn't necessarily meant to be really showcasing, I guess, the player and like how they're playing it as much. I mean, I know it does show that, but it's more of like, I was kind of making them that way. You had quick returns to like a guide if you wanted to swap classes or whatever else. You had something you can go back to, click into, and just quickly get the bullet points of what you want and get on with it. Because I did like a lot more. I don't know if you saw the first showcase.
Said good for build guide for sure.
I mean, like if you look at the first showcase, I did a lot more show and dance for the guys. And I think that it was, I mean, at least by the portion of. I mean, granted, I did not advertise that one real well. I didn't give it a good thumbnail, or there's a lot of things that I could have done better to that one, but there was a lot more gameplay of them. And I showed a lot more of the screen whenever I did it. I basically kind of shoved everything of like other stuff on the side.
Said overall solid video though.
I guess when you get a chance, go back and watch the first one and see if you liked, I guess, more of the where you get a lot more gameplay of them and maybe a little more cleaner gameplay, not so cluttered over. Which I did actually ask some of the guys from the first showcase if they by chance had a different build than anything that was already showcased in the current one. And if they did, I would love to
Said I did watch, but they'll go rewatch the first one.
you need to scroll up to like where the classes are and just see the difference of it, I guess. I feel like it definitely does not look as clean.
Loading. Said sup gang.
What up? That's someone who I haven't heard anything about from yet. What did you think of the showcase, or have you even watched the showcase?
It's brutal. Said sup loading. Loading. Said who?
You.
Caesar. Said Ola. Loading. Said sup brutal.
I didn't see you comment or anything else of it. So I've never heard your opinion on it. He'd be like, I'm gonna be honest, Krog, I didn't watch it. You're admin, but I didn't watch it.
Said oh yeah, sorry. Loading. Said I did watch it, but I have a bad habit of not commenting on videos.
Well, what are your thoughts? We're comparing it right now against the other one.
I got you with the like and comment.
No, you got me with a like. You didn't give me no like and comment, apparently. I guess it's kind of like, I feel like the showcases are something that I do have a, like it's something that,
Hopper. Said the imposter still here, I've been gone for minutes.
Hopper's not said anything.
Loading. Said well, the showcase did improve from last time.
So again, I guess for the next showcase that I may try to do for it, because again, I like building the showcases. I feel like they're something that you're not gonna find on anybody else's like channel for it. I don't know. I feel like it's something that I do have a little bit of a more unique situation where I'm able to like
Loading.
meet all of these other.
Said you want to keep the same format. Hopper. Said okay, cool, that freaked me out, yo.
I mean, like, I made them more so that way, like, there's something that people will be able to, like, can go back to the video for if they want to change classes or whatever and play. I don't know, I mean, like, whenever I first made the Necromancer PvP guide, which that still has the most amount of my views for a video of mine, I felt like I was like, well, if you're not playing a Necromancer, you probably don't care to like click into the video. So I was thinking, I was like, all right, let's do something for all the classes. If I like am the one that's just trying to like demonstrate all these different classes, I mean, you kind of can specialize at a certain time frame of whenever you're playing your class. you become good with that class for a little while. It's not like you can't probably go back and swap to the other class, but your movements, your skills, and like your timings, they're gonna be off. And so I feel like I wouldn't do a good justifiable try to run up. I did some of that portion, I guess, myself for it, but it's in also
Loading. Said, well, you didn't really explain the playstyle of the classes.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, granted, it's 4 buttons. And I feel like people half the time, they don't really want to know how to play it. They want the info and they want to go on. At least that's, I mean, I'll be honest, whenever I'm looking at videos and that kind of stuff, I'm looking for A, B, and C. I don't really want the fluff. I mean, it already currently has, like, when I was looking at the analytics of it, let's see. It did hit 1K views. Now on TikTok.
Said, is it doing better analytically than the previous one?
Than the previous one? By far. The previous one did really bad. But now, like, on TikTok, I've got 2,745 views on the main showcase. I got on the, so I've also been cutting them up and like putting them into just individual sections. Like I got 2,700 on the Barb. I got 1,700 on the Blood Knight and 1,700 on the Crusader. Now, I don't have as many likes on the TikTok as I do YouTube or comments. But then also if I go to like my engagement, let's see, or let's look at audience. So audience, I'm getting returning viewers is almost like there's 197 people that have already returned back and watched the video again. And that was just within like 2 days right now. Even somebody from Polish was auto-translated for my video. It added 59 new subscribers.
Caesared. Said, you're also going to broadcast on TikTok, my friend Krog.
I have access to be able to go live on TikTok. I haven't. Basically, I'm honestly down to 90, I think 97 more followers on that platform. And then, so like, I have to, if I go live on TikTok with it, I have to open a third party application.
Said maybe next time tell about the gems and complete build at the end with tag markers or ever how that works, but quality is much better on the new one. Also just food for thought. Going over essence was good at the start, but going over the gems too was bit much. Immo, I still support and liked it, just my opinion.
Yeah, I guess I was kind of like going for, I guess what I took out of the gems when I was like learning from like basically putting this whole video together, where what other some of the big dogs are rocking for more consistency in gems, which like I saw a lot of golden ferments and a lot of wolf hearts. That was something that kind of more surprised me. I mean, like it was pretty almost across the board, like a RC and a blood-soaked jade. I was kind of like, instead of I guess just looking at them individually, I was doing it as a, what am I just reoccurringly seeing? What am I having to say a lot? I mean, that's where you can kind of always tell that like the best two gems are always going to be the blood-soaked jade and that rolling consequence for it. Because I mean, like there wasn't anybody that didn't have that. I guess it kind of shows you what is more of a universal type of like legendary.
It's brutal. Said yeah for sure.
And you also got to realize, for me to like ask these players how they play their build, what they do, what all that other portion of it, like I'm half the time barely lucky to get just the few screenshots out of them that I need to make it 1,000 times easier on my life. Hell, some of the guys told me that I could use their content, but I had to like pull it all from their streams, and that one was a bit more challenging. Because then like they didn't like give it as good of quality across the board on all of them, but I mean some of the guys like you can tell they just really didn't care to do it too much for it. So like whenever I didn't want to bother them also with a bunch of like, hey, can I get this or this? There's a few of them that I did ask for later.
Said yeah, it's like when I give people my build they don't have a clue because all barbs used to playing auto barb. LOL.
It's true. And that's kind of also like what I'm also, what I guess I'm gonna do here for upcoming. Cam, I guess, is on vacation right now, but I did message out to him because I messaged out to a bunch of the other like previous showcase guys, and I said, hey, if you have anything different that is not being displayed on the showcase, I'd like to make a short out of those if you are willing. That's what I told Ask Cam. I was like, I'd really like to showcase your Golem build. And so 58. Do one more. I don't know. I guess I'd like to keep current builds out there for PvP for the different classes for it, because I feel like that's what 90% of the people that come in and ask, like on my stream, they ask for help for is, hey, you got a PvP build for this class? And I'm like, yeah. And I like to actually like go through and kind of learn a little bit of what the variations that they do use, so that way if somebody doesn't either have the essence, of course, or is struggling with their play style of it, giving them some alternative solutions. I don't know, I just feel like it's like more of a unique content that's not out there. I mean, you got people that like will tell you like this class is good, this class is good, this class is good for it, but you don't really like get to experience it from like some of the better players that are doing it. But loading, if you get a chance, also go and like look at the channel and go and check my recent shorts that I posted and see if you like the formatting that I did for I had to do for the portrait size of the videos. Because those are almost like a little bit, like I feel like I'm actually getting a lot more saves on the little wallet size ones.
It's brutal. Said I've tested a lot of builds and very few builds work notice on Barb without very high resist besides auto Barb. Even playing Sparktusk is super hard with the amount of CC in the game now.
Oh yeah. But also, somebody that's brand new, hasn't really played any PvP, hasn't gotten any placement matches, they're going to, they could take those builds and they could really run with them for a while.
It's brutal. Said that's why I made what I play very high damage and breaks CC but don't always work, just depends on playstyle. Also I'm super aggressive, so what works for me might not for other players.
Indeed. But I guess the appeal a lot of times to this game that does have something that a lot of other games really make you work a lot on having two characters. Like if you wanted to play multiple classes, like if you were playing World of Warcraft, you got to have another character that is kept up and leveled up and everything else for it. The nice thing about it is we do have the ability to basically change our classes and that kind of stuff. But I feel like a lot of people that maybe get burnt out saves them a lot whenever they do change classes. It keeps something energizing and entertaining. And of course, just like unlocking the mastery on all. That was something kind of like, I look back at it and it sucked, but also, I mean, going the Crusader real recently was not bad at all. And it is nicer because, I mean, I came back and my secondaries are much lower than they should be for the resonance that I am. And the only secondary that I had a decent-ish kind of stat of was my potency. So Crusader was a class that did like a lot of potency. So I was like, yeah, might as well try it now.
It's brutal. Said I'm just waiting on Druid to class to change. I've changed classes a few times but always found myself coming back to Barb.
I kind of wanted to see what you'd think of the new Necromancer Golem build. Like, that thing is so fast. Like, for a tank style of a build, that thing is so fast. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but... But if you got a chip of the stone and Any bit of potency. I mean, you can make it hit pretty hard if you have a chip, because it's got a good fear beam.
It's brutal. Said yet I've contemplated switching to Necro for that but never did.
Have you played Satyr? I only need 4 more gems anyway, so.
It's brutal. Said a little bit but not really.
It hits hard now. Perfect. Alright, got those done.
It's brutal. Said I could probably swap and do decent. I have potency.
Shit. Oh no. Oh my god, it's gonna make me do this one. I'm screwed here. That's stupid. That's the stupidest fix I've ever seen.
It's brutal. Said by the end of the week it'll be AP along with bipotency.
Cha-cha real smooth. Ooh. Oh, it's just a trap. I'm gonna need that in a second. Come on, healing pot. Come on, healing pot. Come on, healing pot. Come on. Thank you. Alright, let's get there. Get that ring there. I got some massive area effects right now. How would I die there? Alright guys, that's probably it for me tonight. I appreciate you all watching and coming and hanging out.